Hello everyone, welcome to Intuitive Healing. This is Suparna Bakaya, and today's card reading is going to be on love, relationships, and messages and guidance for you on those relationships, about those relationships. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be, or it could be any other relationship that you're really concerned about right now and you want messages and answers for it. So today we are going to begin with the sun sign of Aries, and people seem to like those the sun sign videos quite a lot. So I'm going to begin those again. And today's reading is going to be quite detailed for just the sun sign of Aries. So let's get into it. So for Aries, let's see what messages on love and relationships are there in store for you right now. All right. We definitely want the cards that are themselves expressing the need to jump out and be spoken about. Okay, so while I'm doing this, try to think of the relationship that you want to get answers about, have most of the questions about Aries, see what concerns you have about the relationship, and the more clear you are as to what you want to know about it, the more clearly you'll be able to relate to the messages. Also, if you're thinking about more than one, you know, uh, relationship right now, that's fine as well. Just keep that intention in your mind, and as the messages go along, it will become more and more clear to you as to what we're talking about. So let's begin without further delay. So the first card that you see over here is a major arcana card, and it says embrace. So major changes are happening in your relationships and love life, or with children, uh, pets, all of that. So major, I'll just bring the camera down closer if I can. Yes, okay. So sorry about that. Yeah. So major changes are happening in your life right now, and you're being asked to, and it may seem like a time of upheaval, not so much like as if it's wrong, but it's these are like very big changes. These are not light changes like um changing a house or deciding to buy a new car. No, with your loved ones, or it's something major about them. It's your viewpoint, it's your philosophy of life, it's how you see things with your loved ones, and that is changing, but it's changing for the good. Okay, that change needed to come about for growth to happen in your life, Aries. um, so you need to embrace that, okay, with a full heart, with open hands, because the thing is that when we are receiving something or in the process of receiving something from the universe, think of it like sand in your hand. The tighter you try to hold it, the more you'll squeeze out and it's going to fall out. So the more you try and hold on to old beliefs that don't serve you very well, the slower you'll make this process, and it's inevitable. It's going to happen either which way. So if you accept it and let it happen and let it unfold, then you accept and receive the gifts more easily with a lot of joy, right? So maybe you're changing the way you look at things, Aries, with your loved ones. Maybe there has been some philosophical difference with your partner, and you are coming to terms with that, or with your children and you're coming to terms with it. You're learning to accept their point of view. You're learning to maybe bring about little changes in your life to accept their point of view, to accept your loved one's point of view if it's been really different from your own. And that is a good thing. It isn't a bad thing at all. Maybe they're having to do that for you. Maybe they're changing their lifestyle, their philosophy of life for your viewpoint, and that's fine as well. But whatever the major changes that are happening in the family right now, they are very good, and it's time to embrace it. Sometimes it can even be, teenage children growing up, a lot of conflicts, a lot of new issues, pressures to deal with, right? Because those children, teenagers, have enough mentally, physically, emotionally going on in their lives to deal with, and it can become challenging for a family to deal with all of that as well together. But all of it is going to come together. It's already coming together. The hard work that you put through initially is starting to show, and it's a good thing to embrace that change in your life right now, Aries. Okay, moving forward. Sorry, I keep shaking the camera again and again. Okay, so now while those changes are happening, it seems that you will struggle, Aries, somewhere to mentally. There'll be some rigidity, and you struggle with accepting certain things, letting go of certain things, and you're being guided by the universe, like it says literally here on the card. You must pick and choose your battles, right? There comes a point in our life where if we try and fight and succeed at every little thing that we do, we probably might lose at all of those things and maybe lose even more internally because we won't have the bandwidth, the energy to keep carrying on and invest that energy in things that really matter to us. So sometimes, and I'm not saying that the battles that or certain things that you choose to let go are things that don't matter to you. No, it's just that you cannot keep taking care of every little thing, each and every even big thing in your life. So you have to let go of those things which you cannot take care of right now. You need to accept that, Aries, let that go, and really cling on to the things and really hold tight the things that matter to you and fight for those things. So let go to of of things that don't really, that you cannot handle right now. And as wise as it is to keep going on and persevering through challenges, it is equally wise to know when to stop and let go. So it's time for you to stop and let go of things which you can't change, are beyond your control, and it's like banging your head against the wall if you keep doing it. So let go of those things and focus on the battles you can actually fruitfully win and get something out of in a nice way, which are fruitful for you emotionally, mentally, physically. Okay, moving on. Once you do that, you will get an opportunity that you've been waiting for. That could be according for your career, it could be with your loved ones. They might say something nice to you, they might finally start noticing the effort you've put in. Letting go, right? So Aries is a fire sign, and fire is also always associated with passion, with feariness, with that go get it done attitude. Go, right? And at times it is important for all of us to just calm down, because even fire, at after a point, it had the flame has to burn out, the flame has to extinguish, and it's fine, it's okay. And if you let go of your own battles, if you decide which ones you want to keep, which ones you don't, then you are in power again, Aries, and you decide when the flame goes out for which choice, right? So when you do this, opportunity beckons you, opportunity finds you. You'll get an opportunity to spend more time with your loved ones. You'll get an opportunity, maybe you'll find a proposal, you find a new match in your life. Maybe you've been looking for a proposal or a love match and it hasn't happened so far, and maybe this is the time for you, because so you have to decide what kind of choices you have to let go. Maybe are you thinking of maybe ABCDXYZ, and what are the things that you're willing to let go when you're looking for someone as a life partner, as a choice? What are the things that you're willing to accept and just say, okay, I can't get the 100%, but what can I get, right? Nobody gets a perfect match. In terms of children or other family members, or love life, with children, and, love and relationships with other kind of other family members and friends, it means you have to pick and choose your battles. What can my child let go of? What are some of the things I can negotiate with my child about? Especially teenage children or growing up children. What is it that we need to give to them, and we have to accept that this is the new way of, the new generation way of living. And what are some of the things that I have to say, no, this is how it goes, because they're still young and they're still learning and they're still maturing. And once you do that, the opportunity will present itself. The person itself will open up to you, whether that's a teenage child, whether that's your loved one, your husband, wife, partner, uh, spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend. They will open up to you regarding what will actually feel to you like an opportunity. Maybe that's for work, maybe that's for manifesting your love life, manifesting your soulmate, for getting friendships, whatever it is, it will start to happen. So remember to pick and choose your battles, Aries. Very, very important for you. Once, see how it's just flowing. Like I say many times, you can't make this stuff up. It adds up when you read it in a reading. And once you start doing that, you'll get a well-deserved reward, because you've earned it. And I say this almost every single time, that everything is about energy work. Everything is about throwing the energy into the universe. It's about manifestation. If you throw a very clear energy to the universe, this is what I want, this is what I'm willing to let go of. Universe gets it very easily, grabs it easily. The clearer you are, the clearer you're making your intention to the universe. And the universe then gives you gifts because it's very clear. Whatever high vibrational energy you send to the universe is what you get back, right? And of course, it can get more complicated than that, but that is to begin with for sure. Once you're doing all of that, you are doing what the universe has asked you to do, or what is in your best and highest good, in the best and highest good of your relationships with your loved ones. You get a very well deserved reward. Okay, and you'll know what this reward is. It will feel like a reward. You'll feel like on top of the planet or on top of the world. You'll feel kingly, queenly. You'll feel majestic. You'll feel that aura. You'll feel that vibration, that radiance, because you did stand up for what you want, but with grace, and you were willing to let go of what was unacceptable to loved ones, again with grace. And then the opportunity beckons you, and then when you leap upon that opportunity, you grab that opportunity, you get a well-deserved reward. The family members will see that you've made a sacrifice, or you've made a lot of effort to actually be this way, and let go of your feariness and fieriness to just go all the time, or have it this way or that way all the time. Sometimes with a lot of determination and perseverance, we can all tend to get stuck in seeing things our way, and not any other way. So when you do all of this, it doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't go unnoticed at all. Your family members see it, your loved ones see it, and you get a very well deserved reward, which should happen pretty soon. So once that happens, okay, once that happens, you're being asked to listen. And this is a major arcana card again, right? So once this happens, you're being asked to, listen and pay attention to what's going on around you. What are the people saying? Is it a new job that you've landed? Is it a new relationship that you've landed? When I say love and relationships, it could be a relationship with anything. Some people are not interested in manifesting a romantic relationship right now. They're interested in manifesting or creating a relationship with their career. So whatever relationships mean to you, but you have to listen. And I feel that this particular card right now talks of a new person that you might have attracted in your love life, in terms of marriage or proposal. And you need to now listen. Be careful and listen, because now is the time to pay attention to the newness, to the different personality traits that the person shows, interests, hobbies that they talk about. And yes, you have attracted them into your life, but are they here to stay? And are they here, like, is this the particular match that you'll actually get married with, or settle with, or think of in the long term? So you need to listen to the universe for any red flags, any signs, any messages. You actually need to listen to the particular person who's entered your life, as to what they're saying. Are you being able to understand them? Are they being able to understand you? And you have to practice being a good listener. Okay, this card is not of active, again, go, 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 do. This card is let others do, let others act, listen, be there for them, let them share. Be a good listener, try and understand everything, because this is your time to study, this is your time to take in more knowledge. If you're wanting to manifest a love relationship with your career, wanting to grow your career, this is a time to study and learn, gather more information, not launch just yet, right? uh, Again, if you're thinking of a relationship with children, then Aries, this means listen to them right now. Be there for them, listen to them, listen. Of course, offer your expertise, share your advice, but listen more, and try and talk less, or at least listen in such a way that you listen at a length of time to your children. Let them take it all out, and then after a while you can share your side of the story with them, right? Your experience, your suggestions, with your children. So depends upon really what you're thinking of when I was drawing the cards, and what kind of relationship you want answers on. But definitely, the general theme so far for Aries seems to be to manifest the relationships that you want. The theme seems to be to know which struggles you need to fight with and which you need to let go. Listen and drop that do it all the time, do it and do it my way kind of attitude, if that happens in certain situations, right? Okay, moving on. So, once you're a good listener, you will also be encouraged to open up. It'll happen naturally or organically, or you're being guided to do that. You're being guided to open up when other people are talking to you. Make it a two-way street. Once you've heard their side of the story, you've spent a lot of time being a good listener, share. A lot of times, we can get hurt with past pains and traumas and struggles. And when that happens, we can get guarded and we can get closed down. And Aries, you're being asked to open up. Unless you open up about your feelings, you really talk in a feeling guided way, not a thought guided way, people can feel it. People can feel energy. It's not about lying or not lying. It's not about honesty. It's basically about being vulnerable and being a bear and bearing your heart and soul to your loved ones, right? Your children, your partner, your parents. And if you don't open up, Aries, then you're not letting anyone come in either, right? And if you're a closed shell, then you can't get help. And then if you get tired, exhausted, it's going to come out in irritation, anger, resentment, with family members, and or passive aggressiveness with family members, which is not going to go well for either party, right? So you need to open up. The more you allow people in, the more you allow yourself to be vulnerable with loved ones who you trust, the more you're going to heal, the more your body is going to get rest, the more your brain, your mind is going to get rest, the more your heart and soul is going to get rest. So your relationships will improve when you listen well and you also open up both. Okay, once you open up, yes, you may be revisiting a lot of thoughts which are very painful for you. When you open up and you share your vulnerabilities, your children or your loved ones may say something which feels very off to you, very wrong, very hurtful to you, and you may just isolate. You may just go off in your own sadness, just like this. You may go into your own shell, retreat. Maybe on the outside you pretend like this. On the outside you pretend to be strong and everything's fine, but on the inside you're really crumbling and breaking. And that's fine. That's fine. It is not something great, but it's a natural process of receiving, undoing, uncreating, letting go, and letting issues come up because they will get overwhelming when you talk about them, when you reveal your vulnerability. But it's only when they can come up can they go out of your system. If you don't discuss it, if you don't talk about it, if you don't even acknowledge it, then they stay stuck deep within. So that a sadness and isolation will come, but you must remember that at that time, very much remember that you are there for yourself. Okay, and you are not alone in the universe. Do breath work, do yoga, meditation, exercise, cooking, cleaning, whatever it is that works for you, painting, drawing, walks, spending time with your pets, working, whatever it is that works for you, whatever, at least one thing that you can latch yourself on to, hold the hand of that one thing that really makes you even slightly remotely happy until you get through this sad period. It's not going to last very, very, very long, but it will come because that does happen when you're, having these kind of path breaking conversations. And this I feel over here, because it's a major arcana card, these are going to be things which, your family members may have said multiple times, or maybe they haven't said it at all. So it may be a first time thing that you're hearing, then you open up about something, or maybe they've said it in a way, but for some reason you hear it this time because you just somehow, you just hear it. And so things can get heavy, not wrong, not negative, just heavy. And it can create sadness and isolation, that oh my god, that you might feel alone, you might feel left out, you might feel that oh my god, they don't understand my point of view. What was the point of opening up to them if this is what I had to get? But no, this is a natural process of letting go, of healing, talking about your feelings. So you must go through that entire process. There is no escaping that, because this is what we are trying to escape. When we don't want to be vulnerable, we are trying to save ourselves from sadness, isolation, fear, hurt, rejection, all of that. And any which ways that is unacceptable, right? These are just normal feelings, just like love, happiness. We blow them out of proportion, right? And it is safe to experience them from time to time, as long as they don't take over your life and they don't become the bigger part of your life, right? So from time to time, all of us feel rejected, isolated, because not everyone can love us to, unconditionally all the time, even though our spouses might have taken vows to do so, even though we as parents might have thought to do so for our children. We can't do it all the time as human beings, 24/7 unconditionally. Just be there, just be there, be there, be there, no matter what children or partners or family loved ones do. Just be there and ignore everything else. It doesn't work that way. In the same way, it doesn't work that way for you when they're doing it. So they may also say hurtful things. They don't mean to really hurt you, but it comes out in a wrong away, or maybe they mean to hurt you in that moment because they're hurting, but nothing beyond that, right? So yes, it might create that sadness and isolation, but you must remember that you will come out of it, and you will come out of it much stronger. And escaping vulnerability is not the answer, right? So pick and choose your battles, and escaping vulnerability is not a battle you should be avoiding. Okay, once you feel sad and isolated, reach out. Reach out to a therapist, a counselor for support if you want to, a healer for support if you want to, your partner for support, your family, loved ones for support, your children for support if you have to, unless they're very, they're very young, and you shouldn't be, of course, they should not be parenting us. So if they're fully grown up children and you need some support, that's absolutely fine. But you must reach out to friends, family, anybody, healing, counseling, anybody that you feel is fit enough to reach out. You must reach out. That you feel alone, you're feeling isolated, you're feeling sad, and that's when things start to change it. Change up really well for you. You will find a lot of support, beautiful support. Look at the number of hands in this beautiful picture, right? So you'll find a lot of support. You just simply need to ask for support. You'll get a lot of support in your life, and a lot of loved ones supporting you. And always we have to try and remember, Aries and everyone else as well, that it doesn't go very well for us if we put all our eggs in one basket, right? So expecting support, love, unconditional love, acceptance, everything from just one person, it's not fair to that one person either, right? And not very fair to us, because we're creating this illusional perfect kind of a thing in our head about a particular person or relationship, which doesn't exist, creates too much pressure. So reach out to multiple people, and you will get the help that you need to relax, to let go of the pain, and to heal after that. Once you do that, see, like I say, it just flows organically so beautifully. Healing begins. That's when your healing begins. So you have let go of your fears. You're finally ready to be vulnerable, and then you are willing to accept the pain that might come after that. Willing to reach out to say, okay, I'm not gonna give up. That's the go get Aries attitude that we need. We're not gonna give up. I'm gonna reach out to people. I'm gonna make myself feel better, and that's when your healing begins. And look how beautifully the heart chakra is lit up over here, right? So that's when your healing begins, and your heart starts to heal. You're better able to understand the people that you had an argument or conflict with. You're better able to understand yourself, your feelings, your vulnerabilities, your desires, and how you can manifest a beautiful relationship with the person that you're thinking about. And spread your wings and be ready to take a final flight. So all this hard work that you have done, Aries, through and through, will help you create the relationship it is that you want. If the relationship already exists in your life, then you must do all of these things and be ready to embrace the changes, embrace the differences between you and the other person, even if they're big philosophical differences. Pick and choose your battles. Let the opportunity come to you rather than running after something. Accept and claim the well deserved reward. Be there to listen to family, loved ones, even if it's very challenging, very difficult, very philosophically opposite to what you think. Open up about your own feelings, but in a loving, kind way, but open up about your own feelings. If they go unloved, rejected, unaccepted, unapproved, it's okay. It's okay. Be there for yourself before you expect others to be there for yourself. Be there, give yourself a tight hug, like you see this person hugging themselves in the picture. And remember to do breath work, or may connect to any one or two things that make you really, really happy for the time being. Reach out to people, and that's when your healing begins. And by this time, when the healing starts to begin, you will be ready to spread your wings and fly. You would have understood the relationship well. You would have understood the kind of person that you're in a relationship with, whether it's children or spouse or partner or parents. You'll know what the triggers are, what triggers are not, what really irritates you or them, and how to avoid those things. So this kind of self work is required for you to create a higher vibrational relationship in your life than the one already existing. Now, going back, if it is a new person that you are being asked to, if you're thinking of finding someone for marriage or relationship, then in this case, embrace different points of view. Don't be very stuck up with who you're thinking about choosing. Again, pick and choose your battles. Let go of the things that you feel are creating a very narrow search profile. If you're using some search profile to find somebody, and then people will start showing up in your potential love mates, partners will start showing up in your life. It'll be a well-deserved reward, in the sense that you will be able to choose who you like and what you like in them, and let go of people you don't like. And at that time, you're being asked to listen to the universe, to this particular person, understand what they're saying to you, and open up about your own feelings, what you want, what you like, what you don't like. Don't be shy, because if you decide to settle permanently with this person, or sorry, marry them, this is not the time to be shy, right? Don't hold back, share everything with them. And maybe it doesn't work out, so you're really hoping you found the person really good looking, romantic, charming, whatever, good, everything, good package, and sorry, it didn't work out. You can feel very sad, very isolated, very rejected, that your love life's not working. And that is the time you reach out: family, friends, loved ones, healers, therapists. You reach out to whoever you can, because sorry, I should have kept water with me, because those are the people who are going to help you recover from this. And once that happens, your healing truly begins, right? You learn to accept yourself, and you learn to accept that, things don't always go your way. And, you know, yes, it wasn't a perfect match now, but it could be soon in the future, right? And you understand yourself more, but you'll have to be ready to bear yourself and be vulnerable for you to reach at this particular place. And then you'll be ready to understand yourself, you'll know yourself better, and you'll be ready to spread your wings and fly and claim that is yours. And sorry, really sorry, claim with what is yours, and be ready to, without fear, dive into the, take a high dive and take a leap of faith and actually go for whatever it is that you really want in a relationship. So this whole process, Aries, will help you get rid of the fears that you have right now. And your fears are, from what I can understand, what the messages from the universe are, the fears are to how to manage somebody who's philosophically very opposite to you, or has certain traits or career choices that are very opposite to you. Your fears are to let go. One of your biggest fears is probably to let go of things you can't control. So let go of control. Your fear may be to open up, be vulnerable. You take care of these fears, and that's when you grow and you blossom and you flourish, and you actually spread your wings and take a big giant leap of faith and manifest the relationship that you want, and that is for your best and highest good. So that's a detailed reading for your love and relationship, Aries. If you feel you resonated with it, please don't forget to like. Please share with other Aries friends, family members, loved ones that you have. um, Please feel free to share on your pages, through Instagram, wherever, because you don't know, it might help. There's so many Aries out there in the world. It might help anybody who's looking for some kind of guidance right now. So once again, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Love you all. Have a very, very, very beautiful Thursday wherever you are, and I will see you again tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye bye.